Welcome back to episode 4, Spin Your Jaw of Arcade Albion, the sports gaming and more podcast by me, Bacon, Big Daddy the Beans, Brad, and Josh.
Hello.
How's it going, boysies?
Alright,
Guys,
What's the event coming up, Josh? What's going on?
it's Christmas!
Christmas! Way!
Way!
Merry Christmas, lads. I got you.
Jewish,
Fuck all.
so don't celebrate Christmas. Have a lovely 25th of December.
Yeah, man, just a normal day, innit?
Yeah.
Rise
I got
and
you
grind
a
still,
tearful
rise and
orange.
grind.
Brad, do you want to kick this Christmas special off with your wacky sport?
You know what? I think I do.
Ooh.
Beautiful.
Alright,
I tried to make a Christmas theme this week in the weird world of sport. I'm about to do a bit of mental gymnastics to get to that Christmas, a bit of a Wikipedia speed run. But,
I'm intrigued.
you know,
Nice.
Christmas, when you think about it, a lot of our traditions, they're not really British, are they?
They're adopted and
They're
then
adopted.
bastardized.
And
Yeah.
a lot of them do come from Germany. So
Yeah.
I picked what I would consider, or what many people would consider, a German sport, because German is Christmassy, apparently.
Right, okay.
And it is the one you've all been waiting for.
Chess boxing.
It is chess boxing.
Hey!
Probably the
Chess
biggest one.
boxing.
Yeah, and it's had an interesting history, chess boxing. Like, it started off as a concept in a kung fu film, Mystery of Chess Boxing,
Alright.
genuine.
Hey, no idea about that.
Then it became a sport. Earlier versions were made in London during the late 70s. It was played a little bit. It wasn't until the early 2000s where it proper came into its own as a sport. Like the first chess boxing competition properly took place in Berlin, Germany, in
Brad,
2003.
do you want to explain to our one viewer who might not know what chess boxing is
Well, I
what
don't.
it is?
Yeah, I don't even know what the fuck it is.
Well,
What?
It's pretty self-explanatory, but yes, I will. So it's alternating rounds of boxing and chess. It's kind of the brawn of boxing with the brain of chess.
Right.
You can either win by a knockout or technical knockout in the boxing rounds, or checkmate in the chess. And yeah,
Brilliant.
it just goes
Brilliant.
on. Until somebody wins, really. Either boxing or chess.
Wait, so when it's like the chess turn, how many turns do they get? Because I assume it's not one move in the chess and then they're back to a round of boxing, is it?
No,
It'd be time-based.
I believe it's timed, so I think they got 9 minutes of chess, then around the boxing, 9 minutes. Of
Imagine
chess.
that, you got like a proper good strategy. You're like, I know how to beat this guy. He hits you the right hook, you're back to it. You're like, what the fuck is going on here?
Oh, yeah. That's like, as you get more and more beat up, I imagine you just lose your mojo in terms of playing chess. But I also think it works the other way. Then, like
Brad,
if you start doing well, yeah.
sorry, but you're encroaching on my territory a bit there.
Yeah.
With Mojo.
Oh,
So,
I do apologize.
This is your one and only warning.
I do apologize. But as I was saying, I think as much as the boxing probably takes the chess out of you, I think as you start doing well in the game of chess, that probably demoralizes your opponent in terms of boxing. You may
Yeah.
start to step off.
Yeah,
And
like,
that's what I think is really interesting.
like you'd be
about
like
this
really
sport.
defensive in the boxing if you think you're going to win in the chess or the vice versa.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
How about, see, what I would do if I was to play it was be, right at the start of chess, I'll kind of set them up to make it look like I'm open, but then proper go for it in the boxing, and then once I've, hit them, knock them out maybe, well, not quite, because I would win, but it proper discombobulated them, then I'd go back and beat them in the chess.
This
win.
is what the Paul brothers need to do.
Yeah, this
It
is...
is, man. Chess boxing.
Because
Yeah, man.
they probably can't play chess, let's be real.
Yeah, true.
But Brad, you said you'd do mental gymnastics to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all do to think of it as a Christmas sport.
Yeah. There aren't really many Christmas sports out there, though.
Surely there's like an annual sledge
Yeah.
race.
I mean, I couldn't find it, but maybe. But anyway, in terms of requirements, it
Atrocious.
tends to be the same as boxing, like lightweight, middleweight, heavyweight, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Would they have to be in the same...
IQ.
Yeah. Do they have to be in the same chess skill level too?
I don't think they do.
What about like Magnus Carlsen versus like Mayweather, the world chess
Yeah,
champion versus boxing? But obviously they probably don't know anything about the other.
I imagine Magnus Carlsen would have to beat Mayweather in the first round.
Yeah. To be fair, he probably could beat Mayweather. Probably like
Mayweather.
on one move.
I think it's slightly easier to learn the fundamentals of chess than it is to get as beefy as Mayweather in a short amount of time.
Maybe.
Well, It depends, though. I mean, if he steps off Mayweather for a round,
Yeah.
and then plays chess, then keeps stepping off him, maybe he'd get away with it.
Maybe. But I think Mayweather would be like, yeah, that's what he's going to try and do. So, Brad, the only problem is now you've used chess. Ooh. You've used chess boxing, and now you don't have a safety net.
Yeah.
Don't have a safety net,
So you've got to pull.
It's all downhill from here.
Sport every week.
It's all downhill from here.
It is all downhill from here.
My feeling is, Brad. So viewers / listeners, Brad normally will research his sport maybe the day before, a couple of days before.
No, about an hour before. Come on,
he's ready to talk about it.
Hour before.
I feel like he just Googled this when I introduced it.
An hour is fucking. You're giving me too much credit for saying an hour.
No, he actually found it on Google whilst I was doing the intro. That's when he found it.
He knew he had chess boxing to fall upon.
I think he had been doing chess boxing for a couple of weeks, but I thought this, Germany is as close to Christmas as I was going to get with a weird sport. So I thought, I'd pull out the big guns for this one. Going back to a previous episode, there were at times talks of bringing us into the Olympic Games.
Oh, really?
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, boxing's already there, so they've got a chance.
Yeah.
Halfway in.
Together.
I would love to see
it working.
Chess boxing in the Olympics. That would actually make me watch the Olympics.
That would be quite fun. They should add. I know some people will argue completely against this because they want it to be really professional, but they should add some really fun sporting games like that, some kind of goofy ones. But I can see why people would be against it. Be like, no, this is a really professional event, but it's kind of boring.
Like
isn't it?
adding breakdancing.
As silly as it sounds, I don't think it's that
the idea of it is a lot sillier than what it actually is.
It seems quite professional. There's loads of world governing bodies for this. There's European bodies. There's the World Chess Boxing Organization, the World Chess Boxing Association.
Yeah.
London Chess Boxing. It's quite big. It's quite well governed. So there's no reason it couldn't be in the Olympics. I don't think.
Ancient Olympics, they had art and theatricals. So, just take it from that. They wasn't all about physical endurance. There was mind and body.
Yeah,
as well.
There's not a lot of mind games and intellectual games and that, is it?
No.
Bring back doing portraits in the Olympics. Hashtag 2021.
And then we introduced 100-meter darts, where you got to run 100 meters and then throw the dartboard. That'd be quite funny.
That's a really long hockey.
Yeah. 100 meters, that's all.
Should we go to a chess boxing match after COVID?
How about we just 1v1 each other?
We should do it.
Yeah.
Okay, I would happily play chess boxing with someone. This did get me thinking, though, this whole chess boxing. If there were two other sports you could combine to make just one bigger sport, what would it be? What two sports do you think?
Boarding, ironing.
Mate, that's just extreme ironing.
Yeah.
Call back to a previous episode.
What about rugby darts?
Rugby darts.
Not bad. We used to play football rugby. Explain the rules. It was just a mess.
What about Who Wants to Be a Millionaire game mixed with cricket?
I got an idea.
How's that? You're a millionaire.
I got an idea. Josh, you remember when you said you wanted to see the hot dog eating contest? What if they do a relay race, but they're actually holding a hot dog, and when they pass it, they gotta eat the hot dog, and then they gotta go, and then they gotta take another hot dog to do the relay.
Yes.
Perfect.
I want to see that in the Olympics.
Yes, let's do it.
That's got to come soon.
I think that Mario Kart drinking game should be in the Olympics.
Mario Kart. Yeah. I really want to play that.
Isn't there just an over 18s Olympics?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's all drinking games.
A parental advisance guided Olympics.
Could you imagine 100-meter sprint when everybody's completely fucked out their head and they just wobbling around everywhere?
That's just Wine Street, man.
Yeah, true. To be fair, I don't know about you guys, but when I'm really drunk, I can sprint forever. I don't have an endurance. I just keep running.
I know exactly what you mean.
I've ran home from town loads of times. It's usually a 20-minute run. It took me 2 minutes.
Episode 4 featuring Forrest Gump. I had no idea.
Yeah, fair play. Special guest. Come on.
What I think would be two really good sports to mix.
Yeah.
Football and World War One.
Whoa.
Oh.
Take it away.
How would they possibly do that? Well,
have you got any ideas?
No, I don't know. But, maybe Christmas is the perfect time for something like that. Right, so apparently, as saying, with all this kind of stuff that's happened in the past, we don't even know if it's true, realistically, do we? There's actually a lot of, not necessarily theories, but a lot of people believe that, some war stories didn't actually happen or whatever. But apparently,
a large case of things being romanticized.
Oh yeah, definitely
exaggerated.
But I decided to listen to a proper old war soldier talk about it because I feel like that's probably one of the most credible sources. Obviously, he could lie, but he's probably more likely to tell the truth, saying that he's actually there. Yeah. So apparently, in 1914, on Christmas, they decided to have a bit of a truce. Christmas truce. Yeah. It's known as it's actually known as like different names for in other countries or something. And apparently in Germany, because they wanted to keep the whole idea of Germans were the heroes, that they in their media they tried to say this was completely not true. But right around the war, all of the newspapers were saying this is what happened. So apparently what happened was a couple of days before Christmas, they started to sing some Christmas carols and stuff. And some of the trenches were apparently around about 30 meters away or whatever, so they could actually hear the other soldiers. And they could start... Close. And obviously back then as well, everybody was like really religious in terms of Christianity and that in Christmas. Especially Germany and that. So they decided to start singing all the Christmas carols. And apparently the day before on Christmas Eve, they were like, right, tomorrow we will not shoot, you will not shoot. And some actual parts of it decided not to do that. And actually went together and actually meet. And there was this one guy, he said there's like loads of different sections. It's not like the entire war is in one little field.
Yeah, but their main trench sort of thing.
Yeah, but so this guy said that a lot of the other ones didn't comply and they were still completely fighting. But he said one of the ones that he was nearby, that they completely did not shoot a single bullet or anything. They completely dropped their guns. There's loads of like photos from them all together. They all had champagne together. They're all telling stories about their families and all that. And he said there was also...
It warms your heart.
There was also a football, an actual football, not just like... When somebody told me the story, or when we first heard the story, it was like, it's probably not a real football, right? It's probably like some kind of ball. But apparently it was a real leather football, because that's what footballs were like, that one of the Germans had, and they decided to have a kickabout.
That's awesome.
Oh, wow.
But I was thinking, like, did they have an 11v11? Is this like the first ever World Cup? Or what did they do? But he apparently said that it was literally just 100 of them, and they were just doing a bit of kickabout. Saying, well, they should have done like one touch, one bounce, a bit of red ass or something, you know? World Cup Willie.
I've seen a bit of this before, and I remember around Christmas time in secondary school, our history teacher just showed us pictures because we didn't really need to learn it, but it was like, I want to show you guys this because it's history and it's Christmas, so it works. And I remember showing us photos of people cut like Germans cutting British hair because one of them was a hairdresser.
Yeah.
They were swapping coats. They would offer each other they just swap loads of things and have a really good time. And it proves that I wouldn't say during Christmas, but during wars, I mean, it's people you are just following an order. The Germans would have hated the British and the British would have hated the Germans, When realistically, for all you know, is if it were today, that German could have been your best mate.
Yeah.
And it's just because you're told you have to hate that person or it's treason.
Yeah, I think
it's unbelievable the way it used to be.
I think the main part of it was that, there was a whole massive divide between the people in the trenches and the people who were giving the orders.
Yeah, apparently the main leaders and the officers were really, really against this. Like, they tried everything they could to, like, stop this. Yeah. But obviously there wasn't enough of them for the amount of soldiers there were.
Exactly. And it was just been a mutiny, I guess, if they tried to stop it.
In a mad to think, though, like...
It was subordination, some of them would say that. sod you.
Yeah, isn't it mad
Have a
to
day off.
think, though, like, they're literally firing bullets to kill them one day,
Yeah.
and then they decide, no, tomorrow we're going to have a laugh, we're going to have a play, little kickabout, and then tomorrow again we
Have
get
a day
straight back
off.
to it.
See, I want to know what was the aftermath. Like, if I had gone over that trench, obviously it's all hypothetical, but if I had gone over that trench and started playing football or cutting a German's hair or some bond with them, essentially, is make a bond. I don't know if I could go back in the trench the next day and carry on as if that never happened.
Yeah.
I think for me, personally, I could do it. It'd be impossible for me.
And I think this was, I think it was one of the first years of the war as well. So not only did they probably didn't want to do it from the start anyway, then they had that, and then they had to keep on fighting for whatever 3-4 years, wherever they were. And
I think one thing you got to remember is most of these people weren't soldiers. They were this was in the first year of the war.
Yeah.
They were people who were made to fight because of conscription.
Yeah.
In both sides. They weren't soldiers, so it was really natural for them to. It must have been really hard for them to then disassociate themselves.
And especially then, I read another thing where, like, obviously, not necessarily a thing, but because there was not like an internet or like a news thing, they'd only see from their side. So, for instance, like, obviously, all of your like leaders in your party, like the British, would say, no, the Germans are really, really, really bad people. The enemies. Obviously, that's the only thing they got in their mind. And then when they have a whole day spending time with them and realize they're actual, like, humans just like you, it's like, wait, hang on. What? What do we do from here, then?
It reminds you of the Blackadder episode, they touch on it.
Yeah. I was thinking that.
He goes, oh, do you remember the football game? Remember it? How could I forget? I was never offside.
Do you reckon they had VAR back then or no? No offsides.
Definitely.
Come on.
Do you reckon some of the Germans were accused of being handsball?
Wait.
I'm so funny.
Whoa, what is that?
I don't know. Tell me.
I don't know.
Oh, wait, no, I tell you.
Ah, yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Guys, guess what I went and did?
What have you done?
I made a Christmas-themed Watch Mojo Mania.
What? That is insane.
So, the usual rules apply. If you don't know what they are by now, just quickly listen to an old podcast.
Yeah.
It's all the same rules, but all of them are Christmas-themed.
Fair play. Go on.
Right. So let's slip straight into it.
Are you going to say the scores? Score update?
I don't fully remember the scores.
Well, the only score I remember is that I'm on a big fat fucking 0, and I still haven't got a single one right.
I believe it's 4 to Bradley and 3 to me.
I think it's 5-4.
Yeah, I thought it was 5-4.
Well, anyway, I think
5-4.
Brad's winning by 1, and I haven't got any, so we'll go with that.
Okay. Since Bake isn't putting them on any socials, we wouldn't know.
Wait.
Okay, so let's get into it, guys. Top 10 Santa's reindeer.
Wait. Okay.
Top 10 Santas in movies. Top 10 iconic Christmas movies. So, they'll think, I'll explain. Top 10 Santa's reindeer. I think it's a year. Every year this argument happens. How many reindeer does Santa have? Some people say 8, some people say 6, some people say 12. Basically, this is a list of top 10 Santa's reindeer. Top 10 reindeer Santa will have to use on his sleigh. Right? Bottom line. Top 10 Santas in movies. I think it's so self-explanatory. I'm not saying anything else. Top 10 iconic Christmas movie quotes. Again, same. Top 10 quotes in Christmas movies. All right. Gentlemen, does anybody want to start us off?
Yeah, go on. I'll go first.
Go on, then, Beans.
So I think there's 8 reindeers, so I don't think it will be the top
12.
10. Don't know, Chief. So I'm gonna go with top 10 movie quotes.
Okay. Bake.
Well, I don't think I don't think reindeers exist. I think it's a government conspiracy. So I don't think it's that one.
Reindeers are actually real.
No, mate.
They
They're
can't fly,
just
though.
they're just fancy deers, aren't they? So reindeers don't exist.
Spy cameras for the FBI.
Ah, come on. I'm gonna go for. Wait, name them again.
Top 10 Santa's reindeer. So Rudolph, Dixon, Brixon, Clipson.
All right, come on.
Top 10 Santas in movies. Top 10 iconic Christmas movie quotes.
I'm gonna go for top 10 Santas.
Okay.
A bit of Santa banter. Go on, son.
Brad, tell us what you're thinking.
I have it on good authority that there were only like 8 reindeer or 8, I'm pretty sure there is only 8 reindeer he's supposed to have.
I wonder if that
So I don't think
changes
it's that.
from like country to
Again,
country.
I've
Probably
read
does.
books and I've seen things. Some, like I said, those are the 3 numbers I've seen: 6, 8, 12.
Yeah, but is Santa from like an actual story, like a real life?
Santa was real, mate.
Going
Santa
off
was based
topic here.
real
All right,
dude.
This is for our other podcast, Off Track. Right?
Definitely.
I don't think it's the quotes. I'm gonna go with Santa's.
So
Interesting.
we've got. No one thinks Santa's reindeers.
No.
That.
Rudolph is going to be very sad.
Ah.
We've got Brad and Bacon saying top 10 Santas in movies, yeah?
Yeah.
Right.
And we got Beans locking in top 10 iconic Christmas movie quotes.
Indeed, that is correct, Armando.
All right, well, I'll tell you, Santa's reindeer was wrong. I
Hey.
made that one up.
B.
So
Fair play.
So, one of the other 2 is correct. And I can confirm that we currently have a joint winner. A joint leader.
Wait.
So the real answer is top 10 iconic Christmas movie quotes.
Oh
Yes.
no.
Oh, come on. Oh, Josh.
You
You pranked.
me and
You
Bacon
pranked. You
Big
pranked.
Daddy with a
I think these are the hardest ones I've done.
Ah, come on.
Okay, round 2.
Cheers, Josh.
Top
Go,
10
Brad.
best modern Christmas movies.
Ooh.
Top 10 Christmas kisses in TV and film. Top 10
Oi.
snowfall scenes. Okay,
Ooh.
they think I explain. Top 10 modern Christmas movies. This is top 10 Christmas movies that are modern.
Can you define the time scale of modern?
What have I told you when you've asked questions before?
I need you to
Nothing
clarify it.
more
You didn't
than
explain
the
it well
title.
enough.
Yeah,
Come
but
on.
Top 10
Clarify
Christmas
anything.
kisses in TV and film are top 10 kisses that happen during a Christmas episode or Christmas film.
And Santa necked Mrs. Claus. I love that one. Wait, that's wrong
Top
film,
10
wrong website, wrong website.
snowfall scenes.
I've seen quite a lot of Christmas films recently, if you know what I mean, boys.
It's just not funny. Anyway, top 10 snowfall scenes again in Christian TV and film. Top 10 scenes where you just see the snowfall.
Ah.
All right, Bake, kick us off.
Well, modern films could be internet films, maybe. What have you got?
It's theatrical releases.
What have
Come
you?
on.
What have you got your stepbrother for Christmas? Nice present. I'm gonna go
You know what?
for
Why does everything
Why
have
am
to
I?
be sexual with you guys?
I was-
mean,
what?
come on, guys.
Josh. You're literally stepbrothers with Big Daddy the
Get
Beans.
it?
That's what I was
Get
on
it?
about.
You see, you didn't get my joke.
Josh is
It's
anti-sex,
hilarious.
guys. Don't worry. So,
I said,
Yeah, sorry.
what is it with you guys and sex? I mean, come on, guys.
I don't like
Oh,
come on,
get it?
guys. Sorry.
Get it?
I don't want to get come on, the guys.
You have
No,
a cricket
sorry.
sound on that soundboard of yours.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I'm gonna go
well-
for top 10 times Santa Claus necked someone. Top 10 kisses in Christmas.
right. I mean, it isn't just Santa Mine, but okay.
It could be.
It could be. He could be in the top 10.
Yeah, a bit of a slag,
Right.
probably.
Beans.
You know what? I think I is gonna lock in the answer of top 10 modern Christmas films. I think.
Top 10 modern Christmas films for Beans. All right. And then Brad, do your usual. Talk us through the board.
Well, I don't think it's modern because what defines a modern film? What time
Ask-
frame are we talking?
What
Yeah.
Mojo people?
Josh wouldn't define
Um,
it for us, so we don't know.
So I don't think it's that. Snowfalls. Don't think so. So I think it is Christmas Kisses because a big romantic.
I've done you all day.
Wait, I didn't lock it out.
Well. Not all of you.
Oh.
Beans has taken the lead.
Oh, what?
Beans has taken the lead. Everybody, Beans on 6 points because top 10 best modern Christmas movies is in fact the real Watch Mojo top 10.
That's
Daddy
dumb.
with
come on.
What
All right.
do you mean modern?
Now this one, I am doing you dirty. I am. I am. All right, guys. Actually, I want to say something before we do this. I think because you're both Brad's on 5 and Bean's on 6 now. I think if Bake gets one, what Bake's first one that he gets right is worth 4.
No, I don't need your pay. I don't need your pay points. I'll win.
I mean, you do,
come back challenge. Come on.
All right. This one, I mean, you're just gonna have to guess. Top 10 Christmas songs. Top 10 American Christmas songs. Top 10 British Christmas songs.
Right, okay.
I'll talk you through them.
All right, okay.
Bloody obvious. I'll let you think though, and I'll talk to the audience while you think. Hey audience, I was watching a Watch Mojo video. That was pretty cool, I think. They asked to tweet them, what is your New Year's resolution? And I, who had never seen Harry Potter at the time, said find Justin Bieber's Horcruxes, and well, you can guess the rest. And they liked it, and I want to Watch Mojo swag bag. All right, swag Bacon, bag. What do you think?
I think swag bag is pretty cool.
That's what they called it.
Swag bag. I'm going to go for top 10 songs. But what songs? I don't mean top 10 songs. I mean top 10 songs. Just the normal one.
So you're going for top 10 Christmas songs?
That's the one. Top 10 Christmas songs.
So not British Christmas songs.
No, a bit of a British-American collab one in the top 10 Christmas songs, you know?
So you're going for top 10 Christmas songs. All right.
Confirmed.
Carl Geezer, Bradley Lloyd. Where's your head at? Where's your head at? Where's your head at? They won't.
I was going to pick.
That was so bad.
Yeah. I was hoping I could go last so I could pick a different answer to everyone else.
Well,
I've done you in.
Interesting. Okay. Luckily, I don't think it's the one Bate chose anyway.
Well, you don't have the facilities for that, big man.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.
Come on.
I think it is British Christmas song because British Christmas song is a far superior and what broke as a British channel, so it just makes sense to me.
They do have a British channel, but they're also mainly for an American audience. But you've locked your answer in.
Yeah.
Big Daddy with the Legumes.
What?
Ooh, the legumes.
Bean is a legume.
Wait, what?
What are you thinking? Right, but do not Beans. Try and talk us through the board. Emphasis on the try.
You know what?
No, not because it's you, because this one's hard.
It is a very interesting thing you threw us off there. That's a sticky situation there, apparently.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna go with top 10 British Christmas songs.
Damn it, I can't beat him. Can't level him.
Right. I can confirm that the correct answer has the word Christmas and songs in it.
Whoa.
Okay. I
Could
can
it be
confirm that
British?
the correct answer has a country associated with it.
Come on!
So Bacon has still on 0
Josh,
points.
this isn't very Christmassy of you. You're supposed to give me some points. Come on.
Bake is currently 0 for 12. I want everyone to remember that. 0 for 12.
Unlucky.
Okay,
So,
is it?
You sure you've worked out? No, you haven't. The answer is top 10
Give us a song.
American Christmas.
Oh,
Wow.
It's top 10 British Christmas songs.
oh, you pranked.
Was it on the old Watch Mojo British channel? Like I said.
It was. It was
I get a
exactly
point,
that.
Was it the
Well, I
Watch
get points.
Mojo
I
Tea and
worked
Crumpets
out.
channel? That's the
You
one.
don't.
What?
You don't get any more points, Brad.
I don't
That's
get a
not
point
the
for
game.
working.
Lucky.
So
Well, Matt
Beans,
told me that I would get.
Beans is on 7.
Haha, I like it.
Brad is on 6.
Fair play, Brad. Good attempt. Better luck next
And
time.
Bake is on 0. Bake, it's great. I haven't actually had to update your score.
Yeah, see, I'm just saving you some time. Just,
You really need to catch
I
up,
need to
lad.
do. I just need to auto schedule tweets for every day of the year. Still on 0. Watch Mojo Big of point status. Fucking 0. I like it. There we are. Well,
So well done, guys. That is your Christmas themed Watch Mojo Mania all wrapped up.
Hey, thanks, Josh. Merry
Whoa.
Christmas to Watch
Thank you.
Mojo.
I
You got
believe
Space.
Beans
Just-
has something to say to us
What?
about the Great Yonder.
Houston, I think we have a problem.
Whoa.
Oh,
What is the problem?
Yeah, boys. So, I have some space facts for you here.
Beans? I think we need some space.
sorry.
You used that one last week, Josh. Go on.
Space stories for you.
I
Yeah.
David, come on.
don't remember.
Yeah, I've got a story for you, boys.
What's the story in Space Balamoy?
On the 21st of December, there were 3 astronauts ready for takeoff. So,
It's NASA.
Did they use Santa's
was-
sled?
no, they didn't.
Ah, come on.
How many Rangers did he take in space?
There was only 3. Only 3.
What?
Only 3 reindeer. Wow.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Fair play, fair play. Go on.
They took off. It was the Apollo 8 mission, if nobody knows this. It was back in
Oh.
1968. It
Oh.
was.
Bloody hell.
They took off on the 21st of December, and they circled around the moon 10 times
Oh.
to arrive there on Christmas Eve.
Ah.
So basically, when they were circling, orbiting around the moon, they had an issue with the lunar module that they were gonna place on the moon. So basically, NASA had to change the mission itself
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
to send the Apollo 8 crew
Yeah.
all the way to the moon without the lunar module,
Yeah.
which
What
made
does that mean?
it was the first ever manned flight of the massive Saturn V rocket.
Ooh.
Right. What does this mean?
Basically,
It's the first ever manned flight
So did they just orbit?
in
wow.
1968.
so they managed to land on the moon without the rocket part, kind of.
Yeah, but without the lunar module, which was meant to go with them. And that mission actually had a name,
Ooh.
and I'm gonna tell you boys what it was called.
What was it called?
Please, Mr. Beans, tell us what was it called?
It was called There Is a Santa Claus.
Whoa.
Oh,
So Santa was born on the moon, confirmed.
that's well lush. Santa's an alien?
Oh shit. Maybe. And he just comes
So-
down. To be fair, if an alien wanted to disguise themselves, come down once a year, deliver your presents.
What if
Getting a
Christopher
good
Bird
sight.
in A Spaceman Came Traveling was singing about
Oh.
Santa Claus?
Whoa.
I know. We've just revolutionised that
Santa
song.
is an alien. How have we
They-
finally discovered this?
They went up, they orbited the moon, and then came back. Did they?
On Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve.
Nice
Ah,
Christmas
Did they,
present.
did they land on the moon at all then, or do they just orbit?
Orbited. Just orbited.
And then, did they get back to Earth Christmas Day then?
So on the Christmas morning,
Well, yeah, it takes driving home for Christmas to all new meaning, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
NASA was waiting for they were waiting anxiously for one of the Apollo 8's engine orbit burns to leave orbit to see if it worked or not. But they had good news, which was one of the astronauts and said to NASA that, Roger, please be informed there is a Santa Claus and we are coming home for Christmas.
That's quite
Oh
cool.
wow! I bet that was great.
Yeah.
that year.
That would be sick.
My
Christmas
mum
on
would
the
have been
moon.
one, so
Christmas on the moon.
she might have enjoyed it.
And they splashed down in the Pacific on December the 27th.
Nice.
That was a bit nippy.
Yeah.
So, and the reason why they
brought
didn't
snow
have a
back.
lunar,
was
to
gonna
go
ask
with
that.
them is because it was still in progress of actually being built, and it was still months and months away.
So
for it to
'cause they
even
landed on
happen.
the moon.
if they had that lunar module, those three would have been the first people on the moon.
Yeah,
Probably. Other than Neil
Yes.
Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and the other guy no one can remember, like the fourth Beatle.
Yeah.
yeah.
Excuse me. I remember Michael Collins.
Well, I don't know them all.
It was
so-
only like 7 months. It was about 7 months later. Then they did land on the moon, wasn't it? In like
Yeah.
July.
1969, wasn't it? So yeah,
Yeah.
it couldn't have been that. That much longer.
Less than a
So,
year.
yeah, I think it was June or July. Yeah.
I believe it was like the 19th of July or something. Can't remember.
Imagine that. It's like I wasn't the first person. I wasn't the first person on the moon, but I was the first person around the moon. Does that count?
Yeah. The first person to take a spin
Close
around the
enough,
moon.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Something good. Isn't it?
Close to no cigar.
You're just doing a rocket meet around the moon. They were.
That's
yeah,
quite interesting. You know, the fact that happened, like it was happening on Christmas
Yeah,
Day. Then.
for
But they didn't
Christmas.
splash
Yeah.
down until the 27th.
Which
Wonder
was
if they took little presents up for each other to open.
So they were at the Christmas
Probably.
dinner in Pilford.
Nice.
So I was looking, and there's a Santa tracker that's very popular,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
NORAD. And I wanted to actually have a look what it stood for. It's nothing to do with space, but it sounds like it. Because it stands for the North American Aerospace Defense Command.
Right.
So the people
Oh, wow.
that I like, there's a little bit of irony in this. Basically, if you don't understand, these are the people that are supposed to track the closest layer of the outer atmosphere, if you understand what I mean by that.
Mhm.
So they're the ones that have to basically protect us and keep track of any asteroids or debris that could possibly harm Earth.
Yeah.
But yeah, for a few days a year, they're tracking an imaginary. Sorry if you're like under age 12, and like an imaginary man who gives us presents. They take out a day of trying to defend the Earth to let him in.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize we allowed Santa deniers on the podcast.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Come on.
Oh man, I believe in Santa totally. I don't know what you're
I
talking
mean,
about.
believe he's real. You can't
Yeah.
not believe
I
it.
don't need
It's real.
I suppose so.
Like Josh,
The
I
evidence
can't
is
not
there.
believe in you, but you're
Magic
real.
is real.
Just
So-
one more space thing, boys. SN9, the from SN8, the one that
Mystery
got
number
tested
Yeah.
the other week, has actually moved in to launch bay and should be launching, well, hopefully on the 30th of December.
Oh, I was gonna say they should launch on this Christmas to make it another Christmas special.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for listening in with Space by Daddy Beans.
Thank you,
Well,
Spaceman.
Over to
Spaceman
next
Daddy.
topic.
Continuing space a little bit.
Oh.
I was looking, and I was always wondering, and I thought this way before we even conceived this podcast.
Ooh.
What it must be like to have Christmas Day on the ISS,
Mm.
Oh,
because I mean they don't really get turkey dinner.
I was
Christmas
wondering
ham
actually,
for
do you guys
American.
know why we have like Christmas dinner? Has that always been a thing?
I know I've been told, but I don't remember.
No, anybody else have
So
any
I'm gonna help
ideas?
you
'Cause
there.
I have no idea.
I have no
But-
idea.
So according to the world's greatest source of information, Wikipedia,
Yeah.
people on the ISS may celebrate Christmas twice.
Yeah.
And it's
Wow.
some of you might think it's because of the time, but it's
Different
not.
time zones. No.
It's not. It's completely nothing to do with that. It's because typically there may be American or UK and Russians up there at the same time.
Yeah.
So I think isn't there currently like 2 Russians and 2 US up there?
Something like that.
So
one Chinese.
I'm reading here, and I will read this verbatim. So try and get the information correct. So obviously, we celebrate Christmas, and Americans celebrate Christmas on the 25th of December.
Yeah.
As part of the Gregorian calendar. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when we believe Christ was born, even though he wasn't. This is when we celebrate his birth.
Yeah.
But the Russian Orthodox Church celebrates Christmas according to the Julian calendar, which has various Protestant denominations.
So,
right? So the crew may celebrate Christmas more than once on the station, choosing between the 25th of December or 6th, 7th, or 19th of January.
Ah.
So the American and because you're in such small confinement, typically they give everyone the day off of their normal duties. So they are working. I don't know if you know this, but I mean, if you're going up there, you're going to be working every day. But they are working every single day. You know, they're doing experiments or building or they're doing something every day. Christmas Day is apparently, by what I'm reading here, is their only day off. They get 2 of them, which is nice.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty. That's pretty cool because then the Russians get to celebrate it their way in what sounds like January, and the British or American or Australian, whoever goes up, get to celebrate it on the 25th for the rest of us, and they get to call their family, which they do anyway. But I think they get to do it for a lot longer.
So what's the signal like up there? Do you reckon?
I think it's amazing.
Yeah,
I think it is meant to be amazing. And there's little pictures here, and obviously. You can't see them, listeners. Sorry about that. But just Google Christmas on the ISS. It'll come up. They've got a little Christmas tree with little baubles on, and it's lovely.
Fair play, fair play.
So it takes getting away from your family on Christmas Day to a whole new level, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You argue with your uncle when you're both drunk, and then, I'm getting away from you. You go a few 1,000 feet in the air. Hope to see you next year. I'll be on the ISS.
I wonder what it must be like on the ISS at the moment. You know, they obviously have any of them been up there since like before COVID was a thing.
Yeah, well, there always has to be one person, doesn't it?
Yeah, ready for the next crew to go up.
Yeah. But obviously, like they go back and forth. They take some off and bring more up, don't they?
Yeah.
Like, how long do they normally stay up there for? Like a typical
varies, doesn't it? A lot.
But yeah, it varies. I think the recent crew members was 1 American and 2 Russian. They were up there for 160 something days, I believe.
It's usually around 100-ish days, but it depends on what they need to be doing or whatever.
It must have been weird for them coming back with all COVID.
Yeah.
Who went up before.
I mean, they're basically in quarantine up there anyway.
Yeah, their life technically doesn't change.
To the Lord.
Yeah, it must be
Doug during the COVID pandemic.
It must be surreal for them hearing about them up there, and they probably don't really understand what's 100% understand what's going on.
Yeah, I know it's slightly different, but I think wasn't there a Big Brother thing in February, March, and they didn't know what COVID hadn't heard anything about COVID.
Oh, it was something like Big Brother in Spain or something.
Yeah, and then when they have to tell them that your entire country has gone into a pandemic and you have to isolate as soon as you go home. You're not allowed to visit any family. They're like, what? Imagine that.
The International Space Station also had a leak, which is not good, but I think they managed to fix it.
Yeah, leak's never really that good.
Is it leak air?
No.
Yeah.
No, it's air.
I was just thinking, how amazing would it be if you got a little kid, and you're up there on the ISS, you could phone them, and go, yeah, I could see Santa going on here if you be at yours in no time. Bouncing for joy, wouldn't it? It'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
I was looking into Christmas traditions and stuff. I think that's quite a cool Christmas tradition up in the ISS. They get the day off and they get to eat tacos probably or something.
No, I think
that's one of the meals they eat a lot of
Christmas.
Really? Yeah, they eat soft shell tacos. And soft shell, if you don't know, is just like a tortilla wrap.
Can't have hard ones because bits go everywhere, I guess, all around. Nightmare.
But a tradition that we all undertake, whether or not you realise it, is Boxing Day.
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I've had enough of boxes.
Cardboard Boxing Day for beans.
So, I'm not going to go into the origins of Boxing Day like I had originally planned because
Boring.
it doesn't really suit. It's boring. Doesn't really suit the theme of the podcast.
Yeah.
But what I will talk about is sports tradition, and it's just football, really. But did you know that they used to play league football on Christmas Day on the 25th?
Oh.
There was sort of an agreed time for teams to go out on the pitch and play, and it would have to be like after everyone would eat their Christmas dinner. So, and by have to, I mean it would be you'd find out what time your team will play in, and then you'd have your dinner specifically before that.
Yeah.
Your big sit down Christmas dinner before that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was throughout the 1950s. So really not that long ago, 70 years ago, right? People were on about, you know what, I don't want to play on Christmas Day. It's a day I should be spending with my family.
Yeah.
So it changed that we have all our big football fixtures on Boxing Day. Tradition, so that's like a tradition now, isn't it? You always have big fixtures, no matter it be rugby or football, on Boxing Day. And I think that's great. And I think almost all of them are televised now purposely as well, aren't they?
Yeah. I know right now, though, in the Prem, they have a lot of games in Boxing Day, but they actually all still have to train on Christmas Day. And I remember somebody saying, I don't know if it's like Rooney or someone, but saying that one Christmas Day, he training at like so early in the morning that the kids didn't open their presents until they got back home at like 8 p.m. on Christmas Day. Even then, it's not still the same. I'm not sure if it's changed or they do that now.
From training.
So, are there any big fixtures on this Christmas Day?
We got Man U Leicester.
Well, not Christmas, but boxing. Yeah.
Christmas Boxing Day. That's going to be a big one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
well, they don't choose what football Premier League games are going to be on Boxing Day when they do the schedule. It's just whatever, innit?
I was thinking, do you think players like Lamptey who were playing last week purposely got a red card so they missed the Boxing Day?
So gets training off. He's like, nah, Christmas myself.
I got to see my man. He's in tier 4, but I'm going anyway.
Boss, I got a knock. This time it's real, and this time it's real.
Yeah.
Just cropping about. Your goalkeeper cropping about up in midfield trying to pick the ball up.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a story about a footballer who tried? He did that once or something. I can't remember who it was.
Not sure.
To get his Boxing Day fixture off. Oh, I have to look this up.
Probably something like Balotelli or something. He's probably done some.
Probably so.
I swear he did do something over Christmas. Well, he's done a few things, like setting fireworks in his own house through his own letterbox. Well, talking about football and that, I've decided to do a little thing as well. And, to Santa, I think I've been a nice boy this year. Maybe not. We'll see if I'm on the naughty list, on naughty. I've decided to build a very quick football dream team of all time that we could have a football match with to beat any team, right? So are you ready for this, boys? You can get involved or say what you think about this, right? So, first...
So start with, what's the formation?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to start with. The formation is, in fact, 4-4-2. Two. Yes. And the manager of the team is Mike Bassett. Yeah. World-class England manager who knows his stuff. He knows every single tactic about nothing, but we'll go over it, all right? All right. So starting with the team, right? In goals. Okay. In goals. These are players, I've tried to go on for players that are kind of recent, but ones you would know of anyway if they don't play now. In goals.
All right.
Yeah.
We have David Seaman. Why is that? Right. Because why would you not want a white Christmas with David Seaman in goals? You know, he's good with his hands. He can give you a white Christmas. Or Mr. Seaman, he does what he wants. You know. All right.
So not him. Not Peter Cech.
That's David Seaman, man. White Christmas.
Okay.
All right. And then in right back, who's not a right back. In right back, who's not a right back, but I just try and fit him in, is in fact John Terry. John Terry.
Hey.
For John Merry Christmas, we got John Terry.
You're like the WIU where they try changing all the
Oh
players'
yeah, I know.
names
Yeah,
for
yeah, yeah.
Halloween
I know
players.
some of these are punny, some of them are just slightly
bad.
related. Right, and then next to him, in the next first centre back, left or right, whatever one you want.
All centre backs.
Right, are you ready?
Yeah.
Gerald Piqué. You might wonder why.
Okay.
What's the Christmas for that?
Why?
Mate,
Tell us.
he's going to bring Shakira. I think that's good enough Christmas present for us
she's
all.
a good present.
That's-
yeah.
Well, that's a good enough Christmas present to, you know.
Oh, her breasts are small and humble, so you don't confuse them for mountains.
Come on. There we are then. But then the best ever centre-back to go next to him is John O'Shea.
What?
John O'Shea on his sleigh, ready to slide in, take everyone out with his sleigh, and he's good to go. You can say something, Andrew.
Where's Virgin van Dijk?
Come on. Oh, yeah, true. That could be a good one. Virgin Mary van Dijk.
Hey.
Who's your remaining fullback?
And then my last fullback is Ashley Cole. Because if you have been a naughty boy, you're going to get Cole this Christmas, right? I thought that one myself.
And it's the worst one.
Right, if you thought that was the worst one, this one might even have to get cut out, but I can keep this in even if we do.
Right, is this left mid?
Let me give my explanation for this one first, and then I'll
Is
say
this left mid, right mid?
I guess right mid, just because of the other player. But this player, the only reason I've chosen him because he's never going to let a child on Christmas not be happy. All right.
It's Marcus Rashford.
And it's Adam Johnson.
No.
He's going to give every child he knows the best presents, and he's never going to let any child go unhappy this Christmas.
They're only going to have 10 players on the pitch then.
Yeah.
What am I meant to do? Play 4 at the back and 1 in bloody Pentonville. All right. Then we got to the centre mid, but more of the defence mid. I go for 2 CMs, but one's defensive, one's attacking. All right. But I still the 4-4 fucking 2. Got to say that. So the more defensive one is Christmas Kamara. Chris Kamara, who actually was apparently a very good defensive box-to-box midfielder. So there you go. You can defend the goal.
You say very good.
Yeah, good enough to play for Welshpool Town for 2 games apparently.
And
who are they?
I'm pretty sure Chris Kamara has a Christmas album.
Yeah, he does.
Doesn't he?
All right. Next is the attacking player who actually still plays right now, actually, and it's Santa Cazorla. It's usually Santi Cazorla, but I mean, he's got a good enough delivery. He can just deliver all the presents, deliver all the goals, you know. All right, now this one, right? Well, the last 3 are more of or just Christmassy themed of what's going to happen with us on Christmas, all right? So in left mid, say left mid. He's not really left mid, but he does what he wants. It's Lionel Messi. Because this Christmas, don't know about you, but I'm going to get proper messy after I get proper wibbly wobbly, probably drink like a litre of spirits, and that's just a lot of mess, really, isn't it?
You're right.
Definitely. And then the first striker to enjoy the Christmas dinner, and he's proper going to get a munch into it because he loves a munch, it's Luis Suarez. Whether it's somebody's shoulder, Santa's shoulder, or the dinner, he's going to get chucked straight in. Right, and the last player of the starting team.
Why not Jamie Vardy's having a Christmas party?
Oh, see, maybe I should have got some of you involved in this because about.
Oh, hang on, isn't there a midfielder Thomas Party? Thomas.
Oh yeah, there you go, yeah.
Come on now.
Come on. Those can be on the bench. Right, and the final player of the team for Christmas is Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh, yeah.
That's what CR7 stands for, right? Christmas Ronaldo 7. Should be Cristiano Ronaldo 2, but there we are then. That's my Christmas dream team, Christmas theme team. There you go.
Yeah,
Jesus was born on a Christian Bale.
Oh, why didn't I not choose Gabriel Jesus? Oh, I'm terrible at this. What? I'm terrible at this.
You really did. Just
disappointed.
You got to cut all of it out now.
Come on. Start again.
All right. Guys, I think that is a fantastic note to end this Christmassy themed podcast on.
Yeah, that is
a very special Christmas special, if you ask me.
It was. I want to wish you a happy Christmas from myself and me.
Only you.
Yeah, I don't
care what you do.
Everyone a happy Beanmas. Hope everyone has Hope everyone has a good one. Don't get too wibbly wobbly. Fuck COVID. Fuck 2020. Here's to a great year next year.
Yay!
Well said, Beans. Well said, Beans.
Like, beautifully said.
Well,
so if you could hear me clapping, but
thanks for listening, lads, and GG, Merry Christmas.
You're welcome. Adolic flowers.
Flowing
And a GG. Bye.
no star.
Bye.